We're very politically incorrect on this show. But, Steve, so I'm going to go here because we get to do that on Fearless. That's why we call it Fearless. Draymond.
Stay 0-0 the first 2 minutes. And then look at Klay Thompson and McDaniels. What is going on with that? Wow. You've got a full-on fracas going on. Draymond came in to defend Klay. This got out of hand very quickly.
Look at Klay and McDaniels going at it here, and then all of a sudden Gobert comes in, and Draymond's like, no.
Yeah, it's
chill out.
And then Draymond, he headlocked Gobert there. So,
yeah.
We're very politically incorrect on this show. But, Steve, so I'm going to go here because we get to do that on Fearless. That's why we call it Fearless. Draymond went full Daniel Penny there. I mean, you think there'll be any charges here?
What? Wow. Oh, boy. I mean, geez. Does that make Gobert the guy that was doing the Michael Jackson impersonation from 8 years ago? A couple of things here. Yeah, when you said something interesting happened, I knew it couldn't have been the actual game. Let's be honest about that. Second of all, to your point, I'll get to all of this. But second of all, the tournament. I didn't know the tournament was right now. I thought it was going to be more like a mid-season thing. Again, big NBA guy here, right? But I have a question to Adam Aluminum, the commissioner. So, Commissioner Aluminum, I have a question about this whole concept of yours. Don't they already have in the NBA a tournament? It usually takes place right at the beginning of April, ends around early June. I'm going to channel my inner Jim Mora here. It's called the playoffs. Playoffs? Yeah, the tournament I thought was the playoffs. So this is just a tournament. And I don't know what really distinguishes this tournament other than they have all that graffiti and art on the court. So that's what is going to make us watch. Nothing says our regular season is worthless. Then you know what? Right at the beginning, we're going to have our own NIT. I don't understand this. And I'll say this about Draymond. If he got out of it because he just didn't want to play in it or because old Steph, Draymond, I kind of hear you. We've all kind of said, I got the flu, Jason. I can't do my segment on. We've all kind of done things to get out of work. The conference call that you don't want to go to. Hey, guys, strep throat here. The other thing with Draymond, the enforcer Green. Okay, so he popped Jordan Poole, right, with a good right hand, hitman, turns, right?
Yep.
So, right, and then he puts the chokehold on that guy. Two things. Number one, don't ever turn your back on Draymond Green, fellas. Okay, just walk away backwards.
You left
make
out.
Sure he's out of.
Steve, you left out. Remember, Draymond got in trouble. He popped a kid on Michigan State's campus. Remember, he got in trouble for punching a college kid. Draymond is a punk.
Right. And when Draymond plays basketball, he's the only player you have to wear an athletic supporter and a cup for because you never know what might happen there. So here's the thing. So number one, never turn your back on old Dre. And number two, Draymond, call Dana White. That actually did not look that bad. I want to see you in an octagon. In fact, you know what, Adam Aluminum? Forget this basketball tournament. Let's do an octagon tournament, tie it in with the UFC, and get let's have point guards, we'll have weight classes. Shooting guards take on shooting guards, 3 versus 3s. So Draymond Green against another 4 guy. But I'm just telling you, the way he's going around and cheap shotting guys, Maurice Lucas, who's a true enforcer, is rolling over in his grave. Shameful, just shameful.
I think you got the wrong league. Draymond's not built for the UFC. He's built for the WWE. That's what this is. But I want to play you clips from Steve Kerr and Rudy Gobert and get your take finally, and then I'll be done with you. Let's play Steve Kerr.
Draymond piece of it, if you watch the replay, Rudy had his hands on Klay's neck, and that's why Draymond went after Rudy. And I saw one replay right after it happened. The guys on the back of the bench were telling us that Rudy had Draymond or had Klay, and that's why Draymond went at Rudy. So that's all I know.
But I don't buy that. Play Rudy Gobert.
John Krasinski, here's his tweet. He talked to Rudy Gobert. Gobert called Green's choke clown behavior. Said he knew as soon as he heard Steph was out, he knew Draymond was going to try to get ejected. He also added in another quote, every time Steph doesn't play, he doesn't want to play without his guy Steph, so he does anything he can get so he can get ejected. So talk to him, Rudy. That's Rudy Gobert. There's a history.
That's why I'm calling this the WWE, man. This was a little stage thing. Draymond doesn't care about this in-season tournament. He doesn't care about playing when Steph's not there. This is WWE. That was a stage deal, and for Steve Kerr to sit there and say, "Oh well, Rudy Gobert had his hands around Clay's neck." No, he didn't. He was trying to break it up. Rudy Gobert wasn't looking for no smoke, and Draymond overreacted and got out of that game. WWE, not UFC.
Well, in that vein, Steve Kerr came off like one of those wrestling managers, and I want to call him the Weasel, except it would be an insult to the great Bobby the Brain Heenan. But that's an interesting theory. So what we're going to have to do now, not me, of course, but our staff of dozens, they're going to have to research now every single game that Steph Curry did not play. So all the DMPs, all the time he's doing that resting thing because, flying on a luxury airliner to play a back-to-back game is just too tough when you're making $75, $80 million. But anyway, so what we're going to have to do is go to all the Steph Curry DNP, coaches' decisions or whatever, and then look at the box score and what is the pattern with Draymond Green. There's something to that. It kind of opened my eyes, but that is interesting. So let's do that, guys. Get on that right away. Give me the information so I can look like that I researched it.
Like what you saw? Hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the full episode by clicking the link below.